Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air, it's Bitonio. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Longhorns send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown ball!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? We've got this kind of balance on offense. The defense can't be right.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part...
Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. And finally, out of bounds. explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Schroeder. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've standings now. The trick is finding...
mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Vols want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find.
And the Vols are marching down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Bitonio. That's caught. It's Jennings. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up right there.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many back.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Find some fresh air. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up. But he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Zings it complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted. But a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
3 straight daring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Oh, better look out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jennings. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He lofts one down the sideline. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Base 27 jump.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Uncorks one. He's got it. 1st down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rushes on him. And sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it.
He's got it on the right. Off to the races. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into that.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And, man, did they finish quickly. A 94-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bitonio. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Texas offense. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Runs through a tackle. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll send the back in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. And it works if he can get the 1st down.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the 1st down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the 1st down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Barrels ahead. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds a tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down, and I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for space. It's Green. Fighting off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running route to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It'll be 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Schroeder. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Shakes off the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Here we go, sack.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.